Hey gang, I just got back from testing a new device on one of my rides, and I thought I would share it with you. It's Chubby buttons, and what this is a music remote. It's a Bluetooth remote. Um, you can strap it on pretty much anywhere. I have it strapped onto my wrist guard for the moment, and it has itself volume on either end, play, pause, backward and forward, and it controls your phone. Right? It's waterproof. It's only on when the buttons are being pressed, and it seems to work really damn well. Also, the battery's right here to change, and you can put stickers on there. I thought about mounting it underneath my wrist guard, so it would always be here. But then when I put a jacket on or something like that, it'd be harder to reach. So it either goes probably onto my boom or onto my wrist, or wherever it happens to be convenient. And really like this. So the reason for it is, as many of you know, I don't ride without music, and when I do ride with my music, I tend to control it off my Apple Watch. But jackets cover this up. It's not always convenient to activate. It's kind of fiddly. Much easier, quicker, safer to pop this on. When I'm riding, I'm either using my bone conducting earphones. That is to say, these go not on the ears, but near the ears, and they conduct the sound through the bones, so you still have all of your hearing in addition to the music. Or I tend to use an external speaker like this UE Boom strapped to my backpack. The UE Boom 2 actually is the one I'm using here. And yes, it has volume buttons up and down, but it doesn't have the ability to play fast forward and what have you. And just because I happen to have it here, it's reachable, doesn't mean I don't want it on my back or some other place during it. There are times, I guess, when there are buttons for it. The new UE3s have a play pause button here too. The UE2s used it like tap control, and so you'd have to bump them twice or three times. But when you're riding, tap control really screws with the music because we're bumping. So I have that turned off, and this allows for that. This does control my headphones. It does control the speakers. Basically, it's controlling my phone. So anything your phone is linked to, this is going to control, including the speakers in your EUC if you feel like a King song or something that has those that they got way. So far, really nice things to say about it. The buttons are big, they're easy to find, they press nicely. The water resistance, I suspect, will come in handy, though I don't know. Really liking that. The other thing that I have done, maybe some of you have seen it, is I've discovered a smart button called a Flic. And I've placed the smart button here, and this is a Bluetooth button, and I suspect it was Kickstarter or something else like that, but I found it after the fact. And you can program it for press, double press, or long press. And if you watch my watch or my phone, I suppose I could pull either one of them. When I press the button, it's going to go ahead and start playing the music. You can maybe hear that coming through. It'll automatically pull up my playlist on my Apple phone when I do that. And so, let me stop that music. Let's see if it shows up. Only professional quality videos here, right? So, it pulled up the playlist. This will control it. You can see it stop, start. I can go forward. I can go backward, no problem. Double press is now set up. And this is my Spotify list. Now Spotify is in beta, and so you can see this Spotify Flic notification just happened. So it's playing Spotify through whatever the device is. This, not controlling that so much, because the Spotify is in beta on the Flic integration. It's not hooked to the controls. It doesn't even show up when you're using the Spotify app. Not so fond of that part. Then the long press I have set up for a different playlist on my music, on my phone. So I'm hoping that the Flic eventually integrates into Pandora and does a better job of integrating with the with Spotify for playlists. But that's where it is right now. I want to be able to switch playlists basically by pressing a button, and so that's what I'm playing with now. You can use it for other things, starting and stopping, marking a location. It's got a ton of functions for a fairly cheap amount. But that's what's going on in terms of the music world, and I can say that I can definitely give this one a thumbs up. This is now part of my standard kit as far as I'm concerned. The Flic, not 100% sold on yet. We'll see. Needs more testing. So there you go. While I'm at it, bonus section, I guess a couple of thoughts on speakers on the wheels versus speakers on, say, your backpack. I tend to prefer the speaker here because it's closer to my ear, which means I don't have to have as much noise coming out of as much volume. I don't disturb as many people. They don't yell at me as much. If it's down low on the wheel, especially to fight the wind, you've got to really turn it up, and people can certainly hear you coming. And we draw enough hate for being different and being akin to scooters. So this way, it's a smaller sound bubble, allowing you to ride with more people having their own music choices. The UE booms in particular I love because they can integrate on the group rides. We'll have 10 people with these things and we can sync them up, and then the music is just permeating you like a cloud. You can't do that with the EUC wheels. The quality of the speaker is far, far superior, I think, to all the speakers I've encountered on the wheels as well. And of course you could take this with you when you store the wheel somewhere else and keep the music going. So for example, if we go to Barton Springs and we're going to go swimming, and we can chain the wheels up and keep this going with us, and it's waterproof and what have you, so there's some versatility there. The way I have it connected to my backpack is very simple. S-hook and a bungee cord to lock it in place, and that keeps it from bouncing around. And, it's a very nice setup. The backpack, by the way, is a camelback. It's made for mountain biking with the airfoil, 3-liter. Really comfortable, very, very usable. Love it a lot. Highly recommend it. I think I did a section on that not too long ago. All right, I've rambled way, way long enough. If you're going to do earphones, think about the bone conducting so you can hear what's going on around you. If you're going to do speakers, you probably don't need my advice. I like the UE booms myself just for size, portability, battery life, and the fact that everyone has them, you can connect them. So, happy wheeling.